Welcome to the Golden Hour, a content series from us here at the Horizon League. On this week's episode, join us as we hear from some of our athletic directors as they share more information about their life in the league.
Joined now by the directors of athletics at both Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Oakland, Kelley Hartley Hutton and Steve Waterfield. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Kelley, we'll start with you. Being in Fort Wayne, I know that campus very well, north side of town. What does the Fort Wayne experience mean for Mastodon student athletes?
Well, first, Fort Wayne is an exciting place to be right now. Tons of growth. The downtown area is booming. And so our students have access to, lots of fun stuff to do. But as they prepare for their careers and life after athletics, they have access to mentors and businesses that want to interact with them and recruit them, to be in their company and to stay in Fort Wayne. So a lot of opportunities, both for fun and then as they look to grow their careers. And we'd sure like them to stay home and be Mastodons forever.
Steve, obviously Oakland is part of the only kind of dual market, if you will. But you guys have carved out your own niche on the north side of Detroit. So you get the Detroit experience of the major automobile manufacturers just down the street from campus. How does that make the student athlete experience unique to Oakland University?
Yeah, I tell student athletes all the time, you got the best of both worlds. You're in Rochester Hills, Auburn Hills, Rochester, so you have all the great things that come with professional opportunities and living in just a place that has a huge quality of life, great quality of life. You're 45 minutes from downtown Detroit with all the things that come with living in a great metro area, diverse experiences. And then you can go an hour north or so and you're in lakes and mountains and everything. So it really is about giving them opportunities to experience a wide range of different things. And so many of our student athletes decide to stay in the area, and I think it's because they realize what a special place it is.
Steve, we ask a lot of our student athletes at all of our campuses. We ask you to win. We ask you to do great in terms of your schooling, but we also want players to be a part of their communities. How are Golden Grizzlies giving back these days on and off of campus?
One of the things we really focus on is the university has a great initiative called the Pontiac Initiative. It's right in our backyard. It's a community that we really think it's important to grow and improve and do our part to make it better. And so our student athletes are involved in the Pontiac Initiative, whether it's going to shelters, whether it's working at food banks, whether it's going to elementary schools and reading to them. We really think that it's important to be part of that because we're part of it. And if you're part of it and you see it and you see the impact it has, we have student athletes from that community that have done so much. I think it makes it even a bigger difference, makes it even more special.
Kelley, what are the Dons doing to make life better in Allen County these days?
You know what? Lots. And it's cool because all of our teams every year, it seems like maybe there's a different initiative because we want them to do something they're passionate about. Mm-hmm. And over the years, they've raised money for cancer. And certainly awareness for those initiatives and research. We have the Community Harvest Food Bank, and so they go downtown and pack bags and give a lot of time on a Saturday morning. Also, the students love interacting with other kids, and they're their fan base. So whether it's Big Brothers, Big Sisters, or the Boys and Girls Club, they do a lot in our school systems too.
The next thing we'll talk about is kind of what's new on campus, and Kelley, I'll start with you. Frankly, what I notice is a lot of marketing of Purdue Fort Wayne. Even here, I live in Indianapolis. I see billboards for Purdue Fort Wayne on a regular basis. So what's new on what is Purdue's second largest campus, but one that is clearly really starting to grow and take off?
Yeah, and I think our campus has done a lot better job of telling that story. Yeah. And you're right, billboards. I remember, and I've been at Purdue Fort Wayne a long time, and I remember back in the day when you didn't see billboards and people didn't know where we were and what we were doing. And it's fun to see that growth. And then something just announced yesterday, building more student housing. We've needed that for quite a while, and they'll break ground on that this fall.
Steve, what's new on the Oakland University campus these days?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I was at the grand opening of our research center for the university. We're going to open up a renovated South Foundation Hall, which I think every student that goes to Oakland probably takes at least one class in that, which is going to be neat. It's fun to see the people that were there at the beginning go into the renovated facility and be like, what a transformation it's been. And then in the athletics piece of it, we are working on our basketball practice facility for our men's and women's basketball teams. Excited to do that, and just continuing to try to leverage what happened in March, which with the men's basketball team's win.
What was that? I don't remember.
It worked out pretty well. and so just keep doing that and awesome. For the whole university. And it's been neat to see that.
Well, I was going to say that I was going to lead you to that. So the next question and final question of our get together is, Favorite part about visiting Indianapolis? Steve, if you want to say winning the Horizon League Men's Basketball Championship, that's a perfectly acceptable answer.
It's a great answer because I was actually driving here this morning, and I remember taking our youngest son, who's in 8th grade, and that's the last time I've been in Indy. And I remember driving to the game and how nervous we were, and then driving home about midnight that night after winning it, and how happy we both were.
And Kelley, for visiting Indy, that's about a drive about an hour 45 for you, being not too far away. If you work in the Horizon League, you're going to be, frankly, in Indianapolis a lot. What's your favorite part about taking the trek south on I-69?
Well, it's not actually the drive down 69, but once in Indianapolis, I love in the mornings putting on some sneakers and going for a jog on the canals. I love it when my daughter is with me. She's like, wow, look at these cool restaurants, and just the feel of a big city. And again, Fort Wayne's just a little smaller than Indianapolis, so just a different look and lots of things to do.
Guys, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Are you hungry? Cluster Truck is Indy's go-to delivery and pickup kitchen. With always free delivery and over 100 menu items, there is something to satisfy everyone's craving. Hand-stretched pizzas, pad thai, tacos, salads, wraps, burritos, and more delivered directly to your curb. Delivering to Fountain Square, downtown Indy, Carmel, Castleton, Broad Ripple, Fishers, and more. Use code HLRadio at checkout to receive $5 off your next order of $20 or more. Order now at clustertruck.com.